15 years ago, after much contentious debate, South Carolina came together in a bipartisan way to move the flag from atop the Capitol dome. Today, we are here in a moment of unity in our state, without ill will, to say it's time to move the flag from the Capitol grounds. We are not going to allow this symbol to divide us any longer. The fact that people are choosing to use it as a sign of hate is something that we cannot stand. The fact that it causes pain to so many is enough to move it from the Capitol grounds. It is, after all, a Capitol that belongs to all of us. July 4th is just around the corner. Soon we will once again celebrate the birth of our nation and of our freedoms. It will be fitting that our state capitol will soon fly the flags of our country and of our state and no others. God bless the people of the great state of South Carolina. Thank you.
South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley coming out today for the first time in her career, first time in her life, in saying that the Confederate battle flag has to come down from the grounds of the state capitol in South Carolina. Excuse me. This is the second time I've ever sneezed live on television. Pardon me. Look at who else was there with Nikki Haley, though, when she made this announcement. On the right side of your screen there, you can see that she's got both of the state's U.S. senators. Immediately to her left, so just to the right of her on the screen, you see U.S. Senator Tim Scott. And then to his left, further to the right of your screen, you see Lindsey Graham, U.S. Senator, candidate for president this year. Neither of them have ever previously criticized the Confederate flag, but today both of them came out and said it should come down at the state capitol in South Carolina. Behind them, you can also see former governor of South Carolina, Mark Sanford, who's now a congressman from the state. Next to him is the mayor of Charleston, Joseph Riley. The chairman of the National Republican Party, Reince Priebus, was also there at the announcement. He's a little hard to see, but he's about 2 rows behind the governor. On the left side of your screen, you see Congressman Jim Clyburn. And next to him is the top Democrat in the South Carolina State Legislature, Representative Todd Rutherford, who joins us now. Representative Rutherford, thank you so much for your time tonight, sir. It's really good to have you here.
Thank you for having me, Rachel.
Let me just first ask your feelings about what happened today in your state. Did you ever think this would happen? And how do you feel about it, about having been part of this today?
No, I don't think anybody ever saw this coming, at least not now, and at least not this soon. But I hate that it happened on the eve of this tragedy, and I hate that the tragedy is what actually made this happen. You know, and the governor, we applaud her efforts. We know that it wouldn't happen without her. We applaud all these conservatives and their sea change in deciding that something that has been hateful for years, now all of a sudden they see it as hateful and they want to take it down.
You know, one of the things that I wondered when this happened today is if there have been conservatives, if there have been Republicans sort of operating behind the scenes who have been maybe pushing for this to happen in a long way and this was their opportunity, or if you really feel like this was spontaneous, that this was just something that was going to be inevitable simply because of the shock to the state for what happened last week.
You know, we will certainly take it however we can get it. However, when you see Reince Priebus there, it certainly gives you the indication that maybe they were tired of the Republican presidential candidates dancing around 9 people getting killed over this hateful symbol and whether it ought to come down. Every single time they had to answer a question, every single candidate that answered it stumbled over it and simply looked silly on a national stage rather than saying the flag is a hateful symbol and should have come down a long time ago.
In the past in South Carolina, there have been obviously big fights about this issue. There have previously been very high-level efforts to try to get the flag down at the state capitol. Is it clear to you that it will work this time? What actually has to happen in order for this to really come down?
You know, it is clear to me that this time it is going to work. I've met with House leaders over the past several days, and it's clear that in the House, at least, we're going to have the votes to change the sine die agreement, which is the agreement that we're operating under right now, and bring a bill to the forefront that will take the flag down. Once that bill gets to the Senate, there are 1 or 2 people that could hold it up, but I don't know that they'll have enough votes to stop it altogether. So for the first time, literally, in my 44 years, it's clear that this flag is going to come down.
Do you think that there will be, not so much a backlash, but do you think there will be a dug-in effort to defend it? Obviously, this seems like more of a consensus issue than it's ever been, but presumably there will be forces in South Carolina that fight to keep it up there.
There absolutely will be forces to fight to keep it up there. This has been used as a symbol to divide South Carolina for, again, since 1962, as you stated earlier. In 2007, I put in a bill to take the flag down. It didn't even get a hearing. But I think right now, a lot of those power brokers, a lot of the people in that state house that's behind me, have decided that Senator Pinckney, who was our colleague, has been our colleague for over 20 years, and the most peaceful man in that whole body, that he was killed for simply being black, and that enough is enough, and that flag needs to go.
South Carolina State Representative Todd Rutherford, the top Democrat in the South Carolina legislature. Sir, thanks for your time tonight. I know this has been a heck of a day. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.